just want to say thank you to those who support the channel and me by donating. Also, protect yourself and grab one of the VPN links listed below. And while you're at it, why not drop a like, comment, subscribe on the video. And also, there's other great links below too. What's going on, guys? I got a video here on how you can get a pretty decent Colossus build for Anthem. This will allow you to heal yourself, be up close, be far away, be able to do a crap ton of damage based on if you have a good roll for the items that I have. If not, I'll cover what most other people are using for their Thicc Boi Colossus build. I'm using different stuff, okay? So let's actually get into it. And you can see some of the stuff on the right hand side here, but I'm going to go over what I use. So I use the Thunder of Yavenna. I have the physical damage, 75, critical damage to my javelin, weapon aim, and RB speed. Now I do have a couple copies of this gun, okay, but this one is by far the best one that I have, okay. And I like this because it has a 33% chance of dealing electric damage, which is really nice. A bolt will come shooting down on the enemy that you're firing on. Okay, this is great for getting rid of shields pretty quick. Obviously, the Colossus cannot run the Avenging Herald because I have the Masterwork and Legendary version of that. Now, I'm running Rolling Carnage. I'm not sure if you were to activate the Colossus thruster or anything like that, or find a way to really dash with him, if it actually would increase the damage by this. However, because of it having 221 and then 175% added weapon damage tailored to the gun only, plus 15 to my javelin, so there's 10 and 15 with this, plus the weapon mag size and gear speed. I got a pretty decent roll in this legendary Rolling Carnage. I love this shotgun. Does a crap ton of power. Has a crap ton of power. This can even take down shields pretty quick. And you can use this on other javelins because it increases the weapon damage by 50% for 20 seconds and can stack up to 3. So if you're somebody who has a dashing ability and you're good at that within the game and aiming quick, there you go. Okay, these are the two guns I use. Obviously, as you saw, I do have other legendary guns, okay, but I like these. Next is my heavy assault launcher. This is where a lot of people on their videos use best defense. I personally do not like this because I like the upgraded railgun, which is Jared's hammer. What this does is the roll I have, I get 3 of them instead of 2, and this obviously does a lot more damage, as you can see here. There's a radius though for this, for the blast, and this just does 8,000. Okay, now this is great for being at a distance because the railgun has a pretty far distance that I can fire and travel and do damage to. Okay, so I have gear damage 20, marksman rifle ammo 13, and gear 100% charges. So if you don't have this roll, or you can't get this roll and you don't like this, you could switch it out for this to get your armor back. However, like I said, I like this a lot more, okay? Because I have something that will restore my health, which I'll go over. I just have your basic battle cry, which brings your enemies to you when you pop it. Sometimes it don't, but it still marks them, so you know. And you can hit them, and it gives you a bit of a shield, as you can see here. I haven't really been able to get a better roll from it, which does suck. I may try to see if I can, but it is what it is. 50% max armor, repair drop rate, and sniper ammo is not bad for when I do put on a sniper rifle. Okay. Next is my Ordnance launcher. Now, this is preference based. However, for this build, you might want to run this. What this does, it will do an electric effect and then it freezes. Okay. I obviously do not have the Masterwork version unlocked for this. I'm working on it. But as you can see here on the right hand side, let me put it here so it's not confusing seeing 2 of them. Enemies are frozen once hit. It does 2 damage to my javelin, support luck, support speed, and then RB has 20% damage. So my railgun does more damage. Now, this is not necessarily going to be, you know, something that does a lot. This just primes, and then you can slam down, and when you slam down and you do your combo, you kill them, it will heal you, okay? Which is really, really nice. So you're able to heal yourself. Now, if you don't want to use the best defense, you could use the shotgun. There is a shotgun that if you hit you shoot one time, and if all the shells hit, which has to be 8 of them, it will restore 35% of your health, okay? You could even use that, or if you wanted to, if you didn't have this, you could use Vesta's Arc, okay? This thing will electrocute them. Now there's a downfall to the Voltic Dome. You have to hold the LB button. For this, you tap it, it comes out, it electrocutes them. You can even slam down with this and do some damage. And after the third multiple hits, it will cause a large electrical explosion, which is really, really good. I was still trying to get used to this because I was loving this. This thing is overpowered. But yeah, you could pick one of these. However, because of the melee restoring your health, you'd be better to keep this on. Okay, so for the components, this is what I have. Defeating an enemy with a melee instantly grants 20% armor. Again, you can use that shotgun to get 35 if you feel that your melee stuff is not working out for you. Okay, or you could switch to best defense if you don't like the railgun. However, I do a lot of grand slamming and melee stuff, so I don't have an issue with my health going down. Synchronized frame, heavy assault launcher, damage is increased. And as you can see here, defeating an enemy increases RB damage for 60 for 5 seconds, which is really good to have. Catalytic overdrive increases combo damage by 50. Detonating a combo increases ability damage by 40% for 20 seconds. Another good thing to have. Adaptive shielding heavily reinforces the Colossus armor and shield. A shield break increases damage resistance by 25% for 5 seconds. Now, this is good if you got your shield out. However, your shield should never break unless you're doing GM2 or GM3. At that point, GM1, I've never, ever had a break. So, shock treatment, Ordnance, launcher damage by 5. Hitting an enemy with LB increases heat dissipation by 30% for 5 seconds. Another good thing to have. And then Star Wars badge increases ammo capacity by 35. A shield break increases all ability damage by 40% for 5 seconds. So I have other things here that I do and have tried, like Grand Entrance, Emblem of Destruction, and I even had this on for a little bit. Increases electrical and fire damage. So if you're going to use the Vesta's Arc, you're going to want to try and get this, okay? So again, I got all these from doing contracts and free play and a couple strongholds. I was able to get these pretty much within a day, maybe 2. I'm talking all the Masterworks and stuff like that. So I've been pretty lucky with getting Masterworks and Legendaries, and this is my Colossus Thicc Boi build, as you people want to call it. I do have the other javelins if you guys want to see them. Right now I'm working on my interceptor, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have these stuff and you managed to get the Jared's hammer with the roll that I have and stuff like that, even if you don't mind having 2 blasts instead of 3, it is still powerful. And again, this is good for crowd control. You run in, you freeze everybody, you slam down. You know, you could have a buddy running with you, and You guys could be unstoppable. This is something you can use on GM1 by yourself or with a group. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So you've reached the end of the video. Thank you for watching all the way. And if you want, there is a video on the left side, which is a video you may like. And on the right side, you can check out my last video. Thank you for watching to this point. It means a lot. Peace out.